Malaga Radio.
Freshly squeezed.
The juice on all the daily events along the coast.
With just a little bit of zest.
Welcome to the Malaga Radio Weekly Diary, your guide to everything bold, beautiful, and just a little unexpected along the Costa del Sol.
We've got the festivals, the art, the tapas, the rooftop parties, the paddle boards, and this week, something extra fabulous is stepping into the spotlight.
That's right. We're kicking off with a special feature from Lipstick and Heels, Malaga's new nightlife show hosted by Amy and Stevie.
Style tips, club stories, VIP secrets, and a few confessions we had to edit for daytime radio. They join us in the studio for a proper sit down.
But don't worry, we've still got everything else lined up, from tomato festivals and torchlit processions to beach bars, off-road buggies, and hidden cultural gems.
Think of this as your curated map to the Costa, one that talks back, dances late, and knows where to find frozen glasses.
This is episode 27 of the Weekly Diary, and it starts in Heels.
Malaga Radio.
Okay, this week we're doing something a little different and a little fabulous.
We got the chance to sit down with Amy and Stevie, the nightlife queens behind Lipstick and Heels, which you can hear every Friday to Sunday, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. right here on Malaga Radio.
It's the show that takes you from the mirror to the dance floor, style tips, local secrets, and enough sparkle to blind your ex. And trust us, these two do not hold back.
So here's the first part of our chat. We let Amy and Stevie do what they do best, and it all started with the name of the show and what a proper siesta really means.
Basically, lesson 1 in how not to be a rookie on the Costa del Sol nightlife scene.
Let's dive in.
In this Mediterranean paradise, when the sun is setting, there is an awakening. These two nocturnal creatures with their magnificent plumage are transforming from a sun-forced mild coma bound by just a few stringy garments to these fabulous, stunning, and beautiful examples of their species. Welcome to Lipstick and Heels.
Hi, I'm Stevie.
And I am Amy.
And this is our show, Lipstick and Heels.
I have to say this. I absolutely love the Lipstick and Heels show intro. It's so dramatic. I feel like I'm about to walk into a rooftop bar with wind in my hair.
Well, it's a bit tongue-in-cheek, Carmen. But if we're not starting the night with drama, are we even doing it right?
I mean, I love it too. It's like audio glitter. We want listeners to feel like the party starts the second they hear our voices.
Well, you've nailed the energy. And for anyone just tuning in, would you both do the honors, introduce yourselves, and tell us what Lipstick and Heels is all about?
I'm Amy, your fashion-forward, safety-conscious nightlife sidekick.
And I'm Stevie, Chaos in Heels, here to hype your night with style tips, party tricks, and all the juicy local intel.
Together, we're your hosts of Lipstick and Heels, the show that gets you ready for the Costa nightlife.
With real tips, real laughs, and zero regrets from siesta to sunrise.
So ladies, for everyone tuning in who hasn't met you yet, why did you design Lipstick and Heels this way? And who came up with that name?
Oh, where do we even start? The name, the vibe, the drama? Let's go. So first, Lipstick and Heels isn't just a show. It's a whole mood, a full send into the Costa del Sol nightlife. We designed it because we knew tourists needed more than a playlist. They needed an insider's guide, a best friend who'd tell them what locals actually do, like what time to head out, what to drink, where to go, and
how not to look like a lost puppy surrounded by pro clubbers.
Exactly. Right? And we wanted it to feel like that moment when you and your friends are getting ready, makeup half done, outfits flying everywhere, music blasting, someone yelling about who's buying the first round. That's Lipstick and Heels. We're here to hype you up, make you laugh, and give you the confidence to own the night.
I mean, that sounds like the perfect pre-party energy. So tell us about the name.
Oh, that was a night to remember. We were in Fungirola, sitting at a cocktail bar.
Cocktail bar in Fungirola? That's as classic Coast as it gets.
And we just kept noticing everyone. Slipstick perfect, heels sky high, the whole place buzzing with that pre-9 out
And then
energy.
we turned to each other at the same time, Lipstick and Heels. It captured everything, the fashion, the confidence, the chaos.
You bottled the Costa nightlife spirit into 2 words.
It wasn't planned. It was felt. Like, you know, when you see someone strutting into a rooftop bar in 6-inch stilettos and the perfect red lip. That's it. And yes, expect plenty of deep house and reggaeton beats on the show to match the vibe.
So yeah, we designed it this way because the Costa del Sol isn't like anywhere else. The night starts late, ends even later. And if you don't know the local flow, you'll miss the best part. We're your hype squad, your style consultants, your nightlife GPS, and yes, your partners in crime.
Partners in crime. I think we're going to need to hear more about that.
All right, partners in crime. If we're going to keep up with you two, where does the night really start?
Look, if we're your partners in crime, you better believe we're going to teach you how to survive the heist that is a Costa del Sol night out. And that starts with one word, siesta. Without it, you're toast.
Toasted before you've even ordered your first drink?
It's not a cute nap. It's a tactical maneuver. The Spanish didn't invent siesta because they're lazy. It's strategic. If you're not catching those Z's in the evening, you'll be face planting into your first gin and tonic by midnight.
Midnight is just a warm-up. You're scaring the early birds tuning in right now.
Seriously, the entire rhythm of life here is built around siesta. You finish work or the beach, grab something light to eat, and then it's nap time. Not optional, because dinner here is at 10 or 11 p.m., and that's just the warm-up.
The rookie mistake? Skipping the siesta because you're too excited? No, babe, that excitement will burn out faster than a candle in the Levante wind.
Levante wind? Love that. Local weather nerds are fist pumping right now.
Siesta gives you the fuel to keep dancing at 5 a.m. when the party's still going strong.
And don't let anyone shame you for it. Siesta is respected here. Even the coolest bartenders and DJs catch their pre-party nap. It's what separates the locals from the tourists who think midnight is late.
So if you want to roll with your partners in crime, Amy and me, set your alarm for a siesta. It's the only way you'll make it from your first caña to the sunrise with your dignity intact.
And don't forget, Lipstick and Heels goes live Fridays at 10 p.m. So nap before you tune in.
Malaga Radio.
Okay, partners in crime and a show that doubles as your nightlife GPS. I mean, it's an intro.
They're not wrong though. Amy and Stevie are your guides, and they've got more energy than half the Costar by midnight.
Speaking of midnight, did you catch that? Around here, the night starts when most people are heading home.
Which is why the siesta isn't a cliche. It's survival. If you don't pace yourself, you'll be asleep before your first mojito.
Lesson 1, nap like a local. Or don't even bother showing up.
And that's just the beginning. Up next, sunglasses.
First, May, this is nightlife intel you didn't know you needed.
Okay, you've made it through the night. What's the one thing you have to pack to make it to sunrise with your cool intact?
Sunglasses. So you made it past midnight, danced your heart out, kept the drinks cold, and then the sun comes up. That's when you need your ultimate secret weapon, sunglasses. Not for fashion. Okay, also for fashion, but mainly for survival.
I knew there was a reason half the coast wears shades inside cafes at 8 a.m.
Because around here, clubs don't just close at 3 or 4 a.m. Nah, baby, 6, 7, even 9 a.m. in summer. And when that door opens, bam, the sun's blazing like a spotlight on your bleary eyes.
Sunglasses at sunrise aren't optional. They're part of the Costa del Sol dress code. It's not the walk of shame here. It's the strut of fame. Locals don't look embarrassed. They're high-fiving each other in line for churros.
Malaga Radio.
Okay, I'm stealing that. Sunglasses at sunrise. It's not extra, it's essential.
Please, I've seen you strut past Plaza de la Merced at 9 a.m. like it's your runway.
Because it is, darling. Dance till sunrise. And yes, that's on a t-shirt now.
Up next, more club tips, VIP secrets, and why the real legends order small beers in frozen glasses.
Right, so you've had your siesta, you've packed your sunglasses. Now let's talk about what you're drinking, because pacing yourself isn't just smart, it's an art form here.
Enter the frozen caña. A caña is a small draft, be it like half a pint, but served in a glass, pulled straight from the freezer. Ice cold perfection. And trust us, in the Costa heat, You want small and cold, not big and warm.
Wait, a glass straight from the freezer? I've been missing out on this magic all my
That's
life.
the rookie mistake, ordering a pint thinking you're getting more for your money, but the Spanish sun turns it into a sad flat soup before you're halfway done. Locals stick to cañas because they stay cold, crisp and refreshing. Whether you're in a beachfront chiringuito in Marbella or a buzzing tavern in Malaga's Old Town,
And probably save you from holding a warm beer like it's a set prop for hours.
Less cañas help you pace. It's the perfect size to grab one, sip it down and head back to the dance floor without babysitting a lukewarm beer all night. Remember, here, the night is a marathon, not a sprint.
and don't be surprised if your frozen glass is so cold it's frosted white.
Malaga Radio.
Wait, I'm still thinking about the frozen glass. Have I been drinking beer wrong this whole time?
Fame, but also, did you catch what they're really saying? It's not just about being fancy. It's how to drink smarter and stay on budget.
Exactly. Smaller glass, colder beer, more dancing, less time queuing for round after round.
This is nightlife intelligence. It starts with a frosty caña.
And somehow it still sounds glamorous when they say it.
But how do locals actually last on the dance floor until sunrise without collapsing?
Okay, so you've nailed the drinks, you're pacing yourself with canas or Cuba Libras. Now let's talk about how locals actually handle a whole night on the dance floor. It's a rhythm, and once you get it, you'll never burn out too early.
Here's how it goes. You dance hard, like actually move. Then you take a break, grab a drink, finish it, chat with your friends and head back to the floor. Rinse and repeat.
So it's a workout and a social hour rolled into one.
Exactly. What you don't do is stand around clutching a drink all night like it's your safety blanket. Locals don't sip a gin and tonic for 2 hours. They drink it, put the glass down and get back to dancing. That's why everyone still has energy at 6 or 7 in the morning.
Malaga Radio.
You know what's wild? While I'm pressing play on Freshly Squeezed in the morning, these legends are just leaving the club.
And still somehow glowing. But that's the thing. It's not about how much you drink. It's how much you move.
Exactly. Less shots, more steps. And weirdly enough, it's cheaper. The local rhythm is basically a budget-friendly night out.
It's a mindset, drink, dance, recharge. It's social, it's spaced. It's honestly kind of beautiful.
Next time someone tells me they're doing a big night out, I'm just sending them this podcast.
Because here, buying a bottle isn't just about drinking. It's about connection.
Exactly. This is in the bars before the clubs. You buy a bottle, write your name on it, and suddenly you're the life of the party. Inviting people to join you for a drink is how you make friends instantly. It's the easiest icebreaker in the world.
Malaga Radio.
You know, at first I thought bottle service was all flash and glitter, but this is smart nightlife.
Totally. You control your pour, your bottle's waiting the next night, and it's basically a built-in icebreaker.
Right? You've got a drink, a table, and a reason to say, hey, come join us. It's social and practical.
And if you missed it, Amy slid in a pro tip right in the middle of the chaos.
And pro tip, you are pouring your own measures, controlling your alcohol content.
It's a different vibe, more relaxed, more responsible, and honestly, all about the people.
It all starts before the club, at the bars where the energy's high, the music's vibing, and no one's in a rush.
Next up, we talk fashion, because if your shoes say tourists, you're not getting past the door.
Let's get real. Your outfit can make or break your night here. Dress codes matter on the Costa, especially at the better clubs. This isn't the beach anymore, it's the dance floor.
Exactly. Think smart shirts, fitted dresses, good shoes, no flip-flops, no cargo shorts, no neon tourist tees. The goal is to show you respect the venue and the vibe.
Malaga Radio.
Planning part really hit. It's not just about fashion. It's about respecting the venue, the vibe, the whole night.
And honestly, most visitors are ready for that. You pack the cute fits, book the trip. So why not dress like the night matters?
Exactly. But here's the twist. It all kicks off later than you think.
Yeah. If you're dressed and ready by 9 p.m., congrats, you're early. This is a midnight to sunrise culture.
And speaking of myths, Amy and Stevie had one more thing they needed to clear up before we wrapped.
Let's clear something up. Costa del Sol nightlife isn't about getting wasted. It's about connection. And nothing shows that more than the social sunrise.
Picture it. The club doors open at 7 or 8 a.m. The sky is pink and gold and everyone spills out together, laughing, hugging, recapping the night. It's a moment of pure community.
That actually sounds beautiful.
And you hear the first birds singing, maybe faint music from someone's phone still playing last night's anthem. It's magic. It's where you see the same faces you danced next to hours earlier, only now you're sharing stories and making plans for the next night. It's not awkward, it's electric.
Malaga Radio.
Okay, if you're not already taking notes, rewind and start again. Amy and Stevie just dropped a masterclass in Costa nightlife.
Totally. My takeaway is not about drinking more. It's about knowing the rhythm, dressing the part, and dancing till sunrise with style.
Fine. Never underestimate a bottle with your name on it or the power of a frozen glass.
If you loved this little teaser, catch the full interview with Amy and Stevie in Lipstick and Heels. Episode 1 is streaming now on Spotify, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcast.
And don't forget, you can hear them live every Friday to Sunday, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. right here on Malaga Radio.
Now the weekly diary continues, from festivals and flamenco to tapas, trails, DJ cruises, and off-road adventures.
Stick around. We're just getting started.
And remember, if you're heading out this week, bring the energy, bring your sparkle, and always bring your sunglasses.
Malaga Radio.
There's something sacred in the salt air this week. You feel it in the breeze, hear it in the drums, and see it in the flowers drifting out to sea. July 16th is Día de la Virgen del Carmen, and all along the coast, from fishing villages to full-on cities, Andalucía steps into celebration.
She's the protector of sailors, fishermen, and anyone who looks to the sea for luck. And this isn't just a religious date, it's summer devotion. Wrapped in fireworks and folklore, in Fuengirola, the celebrations are on another level.
Especially in Los Boliches, where a full-blown Feria del Carmen fills the streets with color, concerts, and late-night joy. The fairground at the Recinto Ferlail lights up each night with flamenco, pop, and tribute acts. Los Rebujidos, Los Atlánticos, and more.
But the emotional high point comes on Wednesday evening, the feast day of the Virgin herself. At 8:45 p.m., a statue of the Virgin is carried by local fishermen from the Iglesia del Carmen straight into the sea. Thousands gather on the sand to watch it happen, with petals floating on the water and fireworks bursting from the harbor's edge.
It's one of the coast's most moving nights. But this week, you'll find smaller processions with just as much heart. In El Palo or Pedregalejo, local marineros sing as they walk, lifting the Virgin on their shoulders through narrow streets and down to the tide. It's simpler, softer, but no less powerful.
And then there's Montejaque, tucked up in the Cederne de Ronda. Their Noche Nazari transforms the village into a starlit market of lanterns, Arabic music, and dancers moving like shadows through the plaza. It's part theater, part memory.
Meanwhile, in Cartajima, it's all about elegance. La Noche del Pasodoble invites couples to dance beneath the trees while the brass band plays slow, romantic marches. If you've ever wanted to waltz with someone under fairy lights, this is your moment.
And in Arenas, their summer ferie kicks off with Andalusian flair, horses, food, and music filling the town square until the small hours.
And if you're still building your own diary for the week, here are a few more traditions worth catching.
The Virgen del Carmen procession in Estepona heads straight into the harbor at sunset, followed by fireworks over the sea.
Rincón de la Victoria hosts a floral tribute and flamenco mass right on the beachfront promenade.
In Caleta Valles holds a beautifully humble evening procession, quieter but full of heart.
Now, if you'd like to go even deeper into the symbolism, the rituals, and the drama behind these events, we've got a travel tip to help you see it all in a new light.
Head to the Malagueta Bullring immersive experience. No fighting, just discovery. This modern tech-forward tour uses storytelling and VR to explore how arenas like this became the cultural stages of Spain. It's about identity, heritage, and the theatrical roots of Andalusian tradition.
You can find it under popular tours at Malaga Radio Travel. Just search Bullring or browse the experiences page.
And while you're there, we've picked a few more summer gems we didn't have time to feature in the show. Go explore. It's our virtual concierge.
Coming up next, we swap tradition for interpretation as we head into museums, galleries, and candlelit theaters in culture and exhibitions.
Malaga Radio.
Some places have summer blockbusters. Malaga has blockbuster culture. This week, the city opens its doors wide. Museums, galleries, open-air stages, all buzzing with energy, ideas, and just enough breeze from the sea to keep you wondering.
It's not just what's on display, it's where it happens. An art film projected inside a Roman theater, a flamenco guitarist playing under 13th century arches, a surrealistic canvas inside a cube of colored glass. It's a full body kind of culture.
Let's start in the city center. At the Museo Carmen Thyssen, there's a bold new exhibition, The Modern Look, spotlighting the evolution of Spanish style, not fashion but flair. The brushstrokes shift from romantic melancholy to cubist confidence. You walk out seeing people differently.
Then over at the Central Pompidou, things get cosmic. Their chromatic Imaginarium installation is an immersive, almost dreamlike experience. Colors you can feel, textures you can hear. It's a modern mood board with heart.
If you're more into storytelling with strings, we've got something special in Ronda this week. A candlelit performance inside the Palacio de Mondragón featuring flamenco guitar and classical violin duets. They call it Night Echoes, and it's as romantic as it sounds.
And for something raw and local, Gauchen's Festival de la Palabra continues this week. It's all about spoken word, poetry, oral tradition, artists and villagers sharing stories under olive trees, often accompanied by nothing but a drum beat or the chirp of cicadas.
There's even outdoor cinema in Nerca, classic Spanish films shown against whitewashed walls with deck chairs and a popcorn cart. Just show up, lean back, and let the dialogue roll.
And before we move on, here's your quickfire culture fix for the week.
At the Russian Museum collection, there's a new show on Tsarist portraiture and power.
The Roman Theater has a pop-up performance of Antigone in Spanish, but with incredible lighting and live percussion.
And don't miss the Poetry Night at CAC Malaga, local poets and musicians sharing the stage this Friday.
Now, if you're here for a few days and want to unlock the city like a local, this week's travel tip might be your golden key.
It's called the Malaga Pass, a citywide culture card that gets you into the top sites fast. Picasso Museum included, Pompidou included, Alcazaba, Gibralfaro, Flamenco Museum, you name it, and you skip the line.
Plus, you get discounts at local shops and restaurants, a digital guide, and even options for flamenco shows or boat rides. It's like having a local insider in your pocket. For as little as 28 euros.
You can buy it online or at tourist offices like the one in Plaza La Marina. It's flexible, smart, and surprisingly fun to use.
And if you want to see the full cultural calendar for the week, head to malagaradio.net. Every exhibition and performance is listed there.
And of course, the show notes and travel tip links are waiting for you at malagaradio.com. Just tap the blog or podcast section.
Next up, we're swapping canvases for cava. It's time for food and hospitality, and there are some smoky sardines, rooftop dinners, and wine-filled nights waiting for you.
Malaga Radio.
All right, Malaga, put the flip-flops down and pick up a fork. This week is for tasting, toasting, and table hopping through some of the most atmospheric corners of the Costa del Sol.
We're not just talking about dinner, we're talking about ritual. In this part of Spain, meals are mini festivals. And this week, we've got local chefs throwing open their kitchens, secret recipes surfacing as pop-ups, and a few rooftop surprises that taste as good as they look on Instagram.
Let's start in Torrox, Pueblo, where the Festival del Tomate celebrates everything red, ripe, and juicy. The town square turns into a giant tasting table. Heirloom tomatoes, gazpacho shots, crispy toast with ajo blanco and smoked sardines. And yes, there's a tomato throwing contest with strict eye protection rules.
Meanwhile, in Mijas, the white wine and shellfish fair is in full swing. Picture chilled albarino swirling in your glass, paired with sizzling planchas of gambas al ajillo and plates of clams in white wine. Live flamenco starts at sundown, and the vibe is classy, coastal, with a big-hearted crowd.
For something more adventurous, head to Benalmádena, Pueblo for a tapas treasure hunt. Local bars each feature a mystery tapa, no menu, no hints. You try it, rate it, and vote for your favorite using a QR code. There's even a prize draw for anyone who samples 10 or more. We love a tasty game.
In Ronda, The Coquina Serrana weekend is offering rural mountain dishes you rarely find in restaurants. Wild mushroom stews, stewed rabbit, chestnut puree with goat cheese, served up in family-run bodegas with views that make the wine taste better.
And here's a little quick-fire flavor run to round it out.
At Mercado de Salamanca in Malaga City, the chef from La Cosmopolita is doing a vermouth and fish pairing on Friday. Walk up only.
Estepona Marina has a Friday night gin and pine taxel festival. 5 bars, 1 passport, no rules.
And in Aloha, the lemon harvest is inspiring a pop-up dessert route. Lemon tarts, lemon ice cream, lemon olive oil cake. One cafe even does lemon churros.
Now, if you're only in town for a few days or you want to eat like you've lived here forever, our travel tip this week is a total winner.
Is the traditional Andalusian tapas and wine tour, a 2.5-hour guided tasting experience through the hidden corners of Malaga's old town. You'll visit 3 of the city's oldest taverns and wine cellars, sampling 7-8 homemade tapas and sipping 3 glasses of wine, beer, or vermouth. Local guides, tiny venues, 0 tourist traps.
They even throw in history as seasoning, the stories behind the buildings, the people, and the dishes themselves. You'll never look at a tortilla de camarons the same way again.
You can find it along with all our curated picks on Malaga Radio Travel under the food and drink section.
And if you want to post your own culinary find or see what's on this week, head to Malaga Radio.net. It's your community dashboard of listings, offers, and one-off gems.
Up next, we're going nocturnal. From rooftop beats to beach club sunsets, it's time for music and nightlife.
Malaga Radio.
You can feel it in the pavement after dark. That pulse, that low hum of music drifting from rooftops, courtyards, beach clubs, even backstreet bars. Malaga doesn't sleep through summer. It shimmers, it shakes, and it definitely shows off.
And this week, the rhythm's everywhere. Whether you want flamenco, house beats, live vocals, or just the perfect background track to your second cocktail, we've got you.
Let's start with a little old school glamour. Los Llanos Diva Branch in Millas Costa. Technically, it's daylight, but it rolls straight into evening energy. Unlimited cava, fabulous live vocals, and the kind of crowd that claps before the chorus starts.
Torre del Mar, the weekend beach festival is still echoing through the sand after its big finale. But don't worry, the follow-ups have arrived. Playa Paraiso hosts an Ibiza-style takeover on Saturday night with DJs from Ushuaia warming up the decks. Entries free before midnight.
For something local and lovely, La Caleta Beach Bar in Nerja has a live flamenco trio playing every night this week. Voice, guitar, and cajon. No spotlight, no stage, just 3 stools, sand under your feet, and glasses clinking between songs.
And speaking of nightlife with flair, if you caught the Lipstick and Heels special earlier in the show, you already know that Stevie and Amy have officially joined the Malaga Radio lineup.
Their show kicks off next weekend, Friday to Sunday, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., and it's all about the music, the madness, and the midnight moments that make the Costa del Sol tick. Think club, culture, fashion, hits and misses, and cheeky tales from the dance floor.
If you can't wait for Friday, the on-demand podcast version is already out now. Search Lipstick and Heels on Spotify, Apple, or at malagaradio.com.
It's nightlife, but make it stylish and just a little bit scandalous.
Right, time for the quickfire round. Light up your nights with these extras.
Mare Nostrum Franchiarola hosts Laula Indigo this Thursday. Full stage production, pyro, and thousands of fans singing every word.
La Catarina in Marbella has a reggaeton verse house night on Friday. 2 rooms, 2 vibes, and no judgment.
And in Rincón de la Victoria, the Noche Blanca party takes over the main promenade Saturday night. DJs, dancing, and everything lit up in blue and white.
Now, if you want to do nightlife differently this week, we've got a travel tip that sails above the rest.
It's the Catamaran Sunset or Night Cruise, a 75-minute glide along the Costa del Sol with a live DJ, a glass of cava, and the skyline turning gold and violet as you dance on deck. You can choose the soft sunset version or the full party night edition. Either way, you'll end up grinning.
Boarding happens right from Malaga Port with Mundo Marino. And yes, it sells out fast.
You can find it at Malaga Radio Travel in our music and nightlife picks. And if you want to shout out your own DJ set, bar night, or rooftop gig, head to Malaga Radio.net and get yourself listed.
Next up, we stretch our legs and chase the sun. It's sports and outdoors, and there's more than one way to feel the pulse of summer.
Malaga Radio.
It's the time of year when your sandals get dusty, your water bottle is your best friend, and every plan includes the words before it gets too hot. Welcome to the great sun-soaked playground that is the Costa del Sol.
Whether you're the type who's up at sunrise for beach yoga or the one cannonballing into a paddleball class by noon, this week is full of ways to move, sweat, and smile your way through summer.
Let's start gentle. In Torreblanca, there's a sunrise stretch and swim series happening daily at 7:30 a.m. A short yoga flow on the sand followed by a plunge into the sea. No mats, no music, just breath, breeze, and a local guide who insists on a hug at the end.
Further inland in Benahavis, the river walk experience is back and it's spectacular this week. Think natural rock slides, shaded canyon pools, and short scrambling sections that kids and grown-ups alike can tackle. Waterproof shoes and a good sense of humor required.
Now, if you're feeling more sporty than serene, there's a beach volleyball marathon on Saturday at La Malagueta. Open sign-up, DJs between matches, and teams from 5 different countries. Baptiste, did you sign us up?
Only if you're okay playing in flip-flops. I'm saving my real energy for this next one. And so is Finn, actually.
Yes. Finn, our resident adrenaline guy and host of Active Adventures, just released his first podcast in the series. He's all about movement without mirrors or rules. And this week's travel tip is one he personally recommended.
It's the 2-hour buggy tour through the mountains of Mejas, and it's a blast. Proper off-roading in American Arctic wildcats, roaring through winding dirt tracks, crossing rivers, and stopping at hidden mountain viewpoints that most tourists never see.
Goggles on, bandanas up, water bottles loaded, and not a selfie stick in sight. It's the kind of dusty, grinning, did we just do that kind of experience Finn lives for.
And it's a small group tour, so it feels like a secret adventure, not a tourist convoy. You'll find the full listing, including dates, prices, and booking, over at Malaga Radio Travel in the Active Adventure section.
And if you want more ideas like this, Finn's first podcast episode just dropped. It's a high-energy intro to recreational adrenaline, Costa del Sol style. No gyms, no pressure, just pure movement.
Search Active Adventures on Malaga Radio, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. That's where you'll find this diary too, by the way.
Before we wrap, here's your quick fire outdoors roundup.
Estepona has a sunset paddle jam on Friday. Bring your own board or rent one at Playa del Cristo.
Nerca is hosting a moonlit hiking picnic on Monday. Sign up required, and it includes a stop at a secret waterfall.
And on Tuesday, Malaga's Botanical Gardens opens its Starlit Garden Nights series, Twilight Walks with live harp music and candlelit trails.
And there you have it, movement, magic, and a little mischief. And if you've got a favorite trail, class, or tour to share, list it free on malagaradio.net.
Podcasts, event links, and Finn's full adrenaline-fueled rants, all at malagaradio.com.
All right, time to cool down.
Malaga Radio.
And that's a wrap on episode 27 of the Malaga Radio Weekly Diary. From glittering hills to torchlit processions, tiny beers to buggies in the hills.
Whether you're dancing until sunrise, hiking at sunset, or just soaking up the shade between tapas stops, this coast has you covered.
If you missed anything, you can find all the links, maps, and bookings at malagaradio.net. Or catch the replays and blog on malagaradio.com.
And don't forget, the full Lipstick and Heels podcast is streaming now, and Finn's Active Adventure series is live too.
New voices, new episodes, and a new reason to stay just a little longer in Malaga.
We'll be back next week, same time, same sunshine, with rooftop sessions, summer fiestas, and a few delicious surprises.
Until then, keep your sandals sandy, your vermouth cold.
And always bring your sunglasses.
Malaga Radio. Malaga Radio.